Hey guys, it's Brett. I'm here with post-burn reviews from Homeworx by Harry Slatkin's Chocolate Truffle Collection. I did a haul on these three when I received them from Homeworx to review, and I burned through all of them, so these are my post-burn review thoughts of how they did. First up, we will start with Espresso Chocolate Truffle. This one reads ground espresso, milk chocolate, whipped vanilla, creamy coconut. So this one was good. I enjoyed this one. It is very similar to Fantastic Fudge from the Ice Cream Shop collection. It's very similar to that one. I would say after burning this one, and when I first smelled this on Cold Sniff, I think I said that I thought I smelled more espresso in the Fantastic Fudge than this one, but when I burned it, I think this one actually did have a little bit more espresso than the Fantastic Fudge did. This was a little stronger on the espresso, and then you did get the chocolate in there. Of course, you got the chocolate and the milk chocolate, whipped vanilla. It had like a little bit of creaminess to it. Creamy coconut. I didn't really get any coconut when I burned it. And of course, the espresso was in there. It was good. It was nice. Really good. Yeah, just a really, really good chocolate scent with that espresso in there. And the throw on this one was strong. It was good. It was probably on tops for the throw when it was at the peak. It'd probably be, I'd say, 8.5, sometimes even reaching close to a 9. I mean, it was really strong. And Fantastic Fudge was strong as well. This one was strong just like that one. I want to say Fantastic Fudge might have been a tad bit stronger. This kind of reached between 8 and 8.5. Top kind of creeped up to 9. Fantastic Fudge, it was totally like 8.5 to 9. It totally reached to 9. Quite a bit. This one kind of teetered up there, but then kind of sometimes got down to like an 8. But yeah, it threw really well. The performance, however, it was good to the halfway point, and then the flames got small. I don't want to beat a dead horse because I keep talking about this, but these are my reviews and thoughts, so I have to be honest. I can't just not talk about it, so I'm reviewing the candles. So this is Four-wicks, but these they are all in Four-wicks now, the Homeworx candles. They do really good. They burn really good, the flames stay high, they form mushroom tops. I turn the mushroom tops off before each burn, relight it. It does fine to the halfway point. Then after the halfway point, you'll light it and the flames will be high, and then they'll just gradually get smaller. Like they'll be high, and then, you know, an hour or so later I'll look, and then all of a sudden the flames will be puny. It's always right around the halfway point, it seems like. And then you have to cotton ball it. They don't form mushroom tops anymore. After each burn, they'll just be the little wick there. It won't have a mushroom top on it. To me, mushroom tops are, you want those, because if you have mushroom tops on them, that usually means the flames are going to be really strong. If without the mushroom tops, they usually tend to get a little small and puny. For me, the throw gets less as well. I could still smell this when the flames were small, but not as much as I could when the flames were stronger, before they got smaller. Some people say their flames are small but not necessarily puny. Some people are saying that puny means that it's gonna go out, and that means puny wick syndrome. To me, puny wick syndrome is just the flames are puny. It's just they're small. Sometimes they can be small and sometimes they're really puny. These got pretty puny on this one, in my opinion. I did cotton ball it, and then I kept having to do that each burn. The throw wasn't quite as strong, so I got kind of tired of messing with it. So I ended up, towards the end, when I had so much left, I just poured it into my wax warmer. I just took the wax warmer, I just poured it in there, and I tried to melt it on my wax warmer. It did pretty good on the wax warmer. I could smell it really well, and I got the rest of the scent out through my wax warmer. As you can see, that's why there's nothing in the bottom there, because I just poured the rest into my wax warmer. So yeah, I like that scent, did well. It just didn't perform well after the halfway point on the burn. Next we have Chocolate Mint Truffle. This was really pretty green color. This one reads chocolate, cocoa, cool peppermint, and pistachio. Yes, this one was good too. This one was definitely a mint chocolate scent. This one is what I wanted. The what was the mint one of the ice cream collection? I'm not gonna think of it now. My mind's going blank. The mint one in the mint chocolate collection, or the ice cream shop collection. I can't think of the name. That one I thought was gonna be like this, like a mint chocolate scent, but that one actually had kind of a peppermint type of, or a spearmint type of smell with it. This one, no spearmint. This was totally peppermint, totally mint chocolate. It was a mint chocolate scent. If you like mint chocolate scents, this is exactly what it is. I was really pleased with the scent on this one. It definitely had the cocoa and the chocolate, cool peppermint, yes. Pistachio, I didn't really get pistachio, not even when it was burning. On cold, I thought maybe I might when it was burning, but I didn't really pick up pistachio. Just pretty much just mint chocolate, Girl Scout cookie, thin mints, mint chocolate ice cream, Andes mints, all that kind of type of chocolate mint is what this smelled like. So yes, it was very, very good. The throw on this one, it was kind of a medium, light to medium throw. It wasn't super strong. I'd probably say 6.5, maybe 7 when it got at the top of the throw, but kind of tend to linger around the 6.5-ish kind of a range. Some people said theirs was really light and I can't smell it, but I definitely could smell it. I didn't have any problem smelling it. It just wasn't, you know, like it wasn't no 7.5 to 8 or 9. It was definitely around 6.5 to 7. Light to medium throw, but I definitely could smell it and I was pleased with it overall. You know, I was just happy that I was able to smell. It was, you know, medium throw wasn't super light, like down to 4 or 5 or anything. It was in the middle, 6.5 to 7. The burn, however, same as the Espresso Chocolate Truffle. Did really good till the halfway point. Flame started getting in small and then puny. I had to cotton ball it. I kind of got tired of messing with it. I poured it into my wax warmer just like I did with this Espresso Chocolate Truffle. Finished it off in there. That one was a little bit lighter in my wax warmer. I couldn't smell it as much as the Espresso Chocolate Truffle. And when I melted it in my wax warmer, I could smell it, but not near as much as that one. Of course, this was a lighter candle too, so maybe that's why. So yeah, I did like the scent on this one, just the performance wasn't as great on this one either. After the halfway point. The first half of the candle was amazing, performance-wise. Then lastly, we have Sparkling Pink Truffle. This one reads, sparkling wine, sugared ginger, white chocolate, and raspberry liqueur. So I did really enjoy this scent. It was definitely different. It definitely had that wine, that sparkling wine. It had an effervescentness to it. The sugar ginger, I could maybe get a little bit of ginger, but not a lot. Just a little hint of a ginger maybe. White chocolate, it did kind of have a little bit of a creaminess, could be kind of come off like white chocolate maybe. And then the raspberry liqueur, definitely got that raspberry fruitiness in there. And then kind of a booziness, and then that sparkling wine effervescentness with it. Yeah, it was really good. Kind of reminded me of some of the typical like New Year's Eve type of scents, you know, your Bellinis, champagne toast, you know, peach Bellini, all those kind of things. Kind of had that kind of a vibe to it. It was really nice. I did like it. The throw on this one was, it was probably in between those two. Not as strong as Espresso Chocolate Truffle, but it was a little bit stronger than Chocolate Mint Truffle. This one was probably, I'd say, 7.5 to 8. So this was, Chocolate Mint Truffle was 6.5 to 7. This was 7.5 to 8. And the Espresso Chocolate Truffle was 8.5 to 9. So yeah, this one was kind of in the middle of those two. Good, but not super strong. But more than it was a good, strong medium throw on this one. But the burn. This one was not good on the burn either. This was probably the worst one out of all three as far as the burn went. Again, really good until after like the halfway point or so. The flames started getting small and puny. Even after the halfway point, I had it lit one night and I went to check on it, and 3 of the flames had extinguished themselves and only one little puny flame was left lit. I'm assuming that's because the flames were so small and puny they just couldn't survive and they just died, and then the other one was just barely hanging on. It was super puny. So I had to relight it, and then I had a cotton ball to, you know, to get the flames going up again. So that was disappointing that I had to do all that. And it's really, I don't really like it at all when the flames completely go out, because that means they're totally struggling. They're really struggling to stay alive. This did pick up a little bit, however, towards the very last part of it, like just to the last half an inch or so. The flames did get a little bit stronger and it started throwing really strong towards the end. I'm like, wow, that was doing really good. I think it was almost the strongest towards the end than it was even towards the beginning. I mean, I was just enjoying it really well at the end when those flames stayed really high. It's just a shame that in the middle part at the halfway point that it can't stay that way. So I've been talking about these Four-wicks, and I really hope they can get these issues fixed with the Four-wicks before they put out new spring candles, because I do like the Four-wicks because they do pull out faster, and that's a good major plus. I was one of the people that said the only good downfall to the Three-wicks was that they didn't pull out fast. As like, say, Bath & Body Works candle, you couldn't light it real quick before you go to work, or when you get home, you had to have a longer period of time to burn it because it took longer to pull out. So I do believe that's why Harry did try to go with the Four-wicks, because he wanted to please everybody. That was a little bit, they didn't like the issue that the Three-wicks took longer to pull out. So he made the Four-wicks. They do pull out faster, but then now they're having the problems with the flames getting puny, like a Bath & Body Works candle does. So hopefully they can get the issues fixed with the Four-wicks. If not, I would prefer to go back to the Three-wicks, because the Three-wicks for the spring were amazing. They did take a little bit longer to pull out, but I do think they pulled out faster than the holiday Three-wicks from last year. Those had a real slow burn time, and some of those were kind of not the best on the performance. But the spring Three-wicks seemed like they pulled out even faster, and the flames are stronger, it threw stronger, burned amazing all the way in. I mean, the flames would stay strong completely to the end. Plus, with these Four-wicks, this seems like the wicks are more fragile. It's like you have to be more careful with the wicks. You can't, if you trim them, for me, also with the Four-wicks, when I light them up to the first part of the candle, and then I relight it, if I trim just a little bit of mushroom top off, sometimes it'll still have a little bit of smoke. Like I will see smoke coming off of it. I don't want that because I don't want soot. I mean, it's not necessarily black smoke, but it is smoke. I don't necessarily know if that's gonna give me soot, but I'm assuming it probably would. So even if it is, I'm not gonna chance any kind of, if any kind of smoke is coming off my flame, I don't want that, so I'm going to blow it out, trim it some more, keep doing that until I don't see any smoke coming off of it again. But in turn, supposedly when you trim like that, it kind of can attribute to the puny wick syndrome. I feel like I've talked about this over and over again, but I just trying to get this out here. So I feel like they're saying if you trim them too short, that could attribute to the flames getting puny. But like I said, I don't want those smoke, so I have to trim them. I'm not gonna let that smoke keep going just so I don't get puny wicks later. So yes, I really hope they can fix that issue. With the Three-wicks, I could trim those all the time, and I never had any issue with those. Those would form mushroom tops. I could trim those. A couple times I would even trim them too short. The flame would be a little small, but then it would bounce back in no time and be fine. You could do anything you wanted in trimming those wicks and they would never get puny on you. They'd be fine, they'd bounce back and they stayed strong. I don't know if it was, what was with those wicks, but they were amazing. So I really hope they get the issue fixed with the Four-wicks, because they are nice to have the faster boil time. If not, I'm completely 100% fine with going back to the Three-wicks, because those were amazing, especially the spring and summer Three-wicks. Those were really amazing. So that is my review of the Chocolate Truffles Collection from Homeworx by Harry Slatkin. I do like it and I recommend it. And you know, it just depends on how, if the burn means a lot to you, then you might not be happy with the burn on these, unless some people are having really good luck with theirs and not having any problems. So I don't know, I guess you just gotta try them out for yourself and see how the burn does for you. So check them out, they're on qvc.com. Chocolate Truffles Collection from Homeworx by Harry Slatkin. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you all in our next video. Bye.